What's up? It's Lil Dicky. You're hanging out with Sofa King Cool. You want to hear a tour story? I actually have very few interesting ones, but this one is, I guess, relatively interesting. I was in Washington, D.C. It was right smack dab in the middle of my 30-day tour. And this was my first time ever doing a tour, so I was super excited. Like, I thought I was going to be the man, maybe hook up with girls. You know, I've never been in this position before. And I had gotten no girls the entire first 2 weeks of the entire tour. I had no sex. Not that I need to have sex to be a happy person, but whatever. I was really sexually frustrated. And there was a girl in DC that was making out with me at the bar, and I was super excited, and like it felt like tonight was the night where I was gonna have sex. And there was actually another girl there too that seemed interested, but I chose the one who was making out with me because I thought there was a sure bet. And I went home with her, and I find out when I get in her bed that she's a virgin, which is fine. Like, I'm fine with that. All I needed was a hand job or a head or anything. Like, I just needed to ejaculate, and she wouldn't even touch anything, which I guess is fine. Like, I understand that it's fine. It's just think about how sexually frustrating that is to go home with a virgin. And that girl that I chose not to hook up with, the one that like showed interest that I chose not to go home with, then later said to my friend, "I wonder what was wrong with Dave tonight. I totally would have fucked him." She said that exact phrase, and I couldn't. I was begging this girl to give me a hand job. I was genuinely like saying, like, please, like, whatever. Yeah. All right.
Perfect. The morning after I've ever seen Dave in a more clearly like depressed, like from a visual perspective state.
I was super bummed out.
Right.
Oh yeah, dude, I would be too.
I had only had sex before. I mean, whatever. I'm talking too much about sex, but with 5 girls before rapping. So like, all of this is really new to me. Like the ability to have sex with like hot girls.
Yeah, getting groupies.
Yeah. And I'm actually not interested in groupies, but I'm interested in like going to a bar, having more female attention than normal,
right,
and cashing in on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And so I was just frustrated.
Yeah, I would be too, man.
Yeah.
Especially getting the pat on the back and saying, "Go ahead and finish yourself off."
Go jerk off with a smile on her face. It's that, like, you know. It's one thing. It's one thing. She's like, I know this is frustrating, but she thought she was doing me a favor.
Make sure you close the door and run the water so I can hear what you're doing.
And if I'm gonna be honest with you, like the other thing that happened is she let me finger her over her underwear and had a full orgasm. She had an actual orgasm. Okay.
I would have told her to go in the bathroom and
I feel bad telling this story. Like,
why?
Because it's so rude, and I think by telling stories like this, girls that hook up with me are gonna be like, "Am I just gonna be their story?"
Nah, dude, we've heard worse. We've heard girls
They won't see these
getting
sites
passed
now.
around on the bus and fucking getting kicked off naked
I know.
at truck stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This story's not that harmful.
No, this is
It's a true story.
There are no drugs.
It's a true story. I no way revealed her.
You know what? If she goes ahead and watches it, she needs to know. She's like, bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't fucking bring me to your house.
He wasn't like rude about it.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't like forceful.
I said I understand. I think
right. Like, you're being a gentleman about a very shitty situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Most men would be rude.
This is the girl. She's a cock.
Right.
Do not go home with her because she's not putting out.
Right. Yeah. She's still anonymous.